I just discovered my 48-year-old husband is cheating on me with our 18-year-old son's girlfriend. I'm utterly disgusted and at a loss for how to react. I'll use pseudonyms for everyone in this post. I'm a 41-year-old housewife, and my husband, whom I'll call Paul, is 48 and works in finance. We've been married nearly 20 years and have 2 children, Eric, our 18-year-old son in his final year of high school, and Mary, our 15-year-old daughter. They're the light of my life. My marriage to Paul has deteriorated over the years due to his demanding work schedule and the little time he gives me. Eric has been dating his 18-year-old girlfriend, whom I'll call Amy, since their first year of high school. Eric adores her. She's his first love and greatest love. I've always considered Amy part of the family, which makes this situation emotionally unbearable. Last week, I glimpsed Paul's phone screen and saw a text thread with Amy. One message from her said she missed being with him. I froze in disbelief, convincing myself all day I'd misread it. But I didn't. In recent days, I found a folder on his computer filled with adult content and photos from Amy's Instagram. Not inappropriate, her fully clothed, but enough to confirm I wasn't losing my mind. I checked his phone when I could. I wish I hadn't. It was full of vile, horrible things said at my expense, comparing me to her, calling me fat, old, and worse. Amy just laughed. I've always had paranoid hunches Paul was cheating, but I never imagined this. Last month, I found underwear in our bedroom that wasn't mine. I naively brushed it off, thinking maybe it was Mary's, though it made no sense. He's not just betraying me, but our son too. I'm devastated, unable to find words for this dread, anger, and shock. I'm overwhelmed about how to handle this, knowing action is needed but terrified of the psychological blow to Eric. I don't know how to broach this horrific topic with him. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I can't believe I married this scum. My mind raced, realizing Paul's odd behavior started around Amy's 18th birthday. He waited until she was 18 to pursue this affair. The layers of this paralyzed me with fear and dread. How could this happen? Was I so blind to let this unfold under my nose? Eric worships Amy, and the thought of revealing this vile truth terrifies me. It could shatter his young heart and mind. My heart aches for both kids, innocent bystanders. I haven't confronted Paul, fearing the ripple effects. I don't know who to turn to first. I share this not for pity, but for understanding and advice from those who face this. Update: I'm divorcing Paul. I told my kids and Amy's mother. Paul hired a sharp lawyer, the kind who'd get anyone out of trouble. I saved screenshots of his chats with Amy, limited to the last 3 months from iCloud. They were mostly flirting and explicit talk, sordid, hard to stomach, with several negative comments about me. His call history showed hours-long talks with her regularly. He uses dating apps, filtering for women aged 18 to 22. I screenshot his profiles and active chats with other matches. I copied his computer files, including obscene chats and photos, and found he spends heavily on adult sites. Searching the house, I found toys, blindfolds, handcuffs, and costumes like Catholic schoolgirl in French-maid outfits. Disgusting. I picked up Eric and Mary from school and drove to my brother's house. They sensed something was wrong. I gently explained everything, breaking down in tears. Mary was angrier than Eric, furious at Paul and Amy. I met Amy's mother and shared everything. She confiscated Amy's phone, giving me the chat logs, also just 3 months, as if both deleted messages simultaneously. Amy sobbed when confronted, telling her mother she and Paul are in love, claiming he became a father figure she trusted, exploiting her broken home. She insists their relationship only recently turned romantic and physical, previously just a friendship or mentorship. I confronted Paul via Zoom. His face was terrifying, red, sweaty, eyes full of rage and panic. His tone was defensive, frightening, yelling repeatedly, "Give me an explanation," and none of this happened. He stammered constantly, making little sense. I refused to say where I was. He claimed I had no right to take his kids, then abruptly ended the call. My lawyer is seeking temporary full custody of Mary and a restraining order against Paul. Mary's livid, recalling moments she saw Paul interact oddly with her friends. Now a mess over it. Eric's hurt but strong and mature, wanting therapy. I'm proud of their resilience. They don't deserve this. We've reported everything to the authorities. I'll be relentless in this divorce, reflecting on how Paul's treatment made me view myself negatively for 20 years. I won't let this scum get away with it. I want to reinvent myself and emerge stronger. Update 2. Thank you for your words of love and encouragement. They comfort me greatly. I've received comments accusing me of fabricating this, which oddly reassures me, validating how surreal this feels. I wish it were fake. I've been so focused on others' feelings that I've neglected my own, which I'm trying to change. I swing between anger and numbness like a switch. We're safe at my brother's house, secure with alarms and locks. Paul calls my phone multiple times daily. I refuse to engage, letting my lawyer handle all communication. I'm frankly scared of him. Eric and I got medical checkups and rapid tests. We're clean so far, awaiting lab results. I'm not overly worried. Eric has a therapy appointment next week, crucial as he's not himself, seeming shocked and internalizing everything. Still, he's attentive, asking how I'm doing. He wants no contact with Paul, who only calls me, not the kids. I sense Paul's nervous, knowing a thorough investigation could ruin him. His panicked face on Zoom haunts me, a man whose world is crumbling. I offered Mary therapy, but she's not ready, wanting to process this over time. She's asked her friends about Paul's behavior. They said he stared too much during sleepovers, one feeling overly watched, complimented on her yoga pants color. She didn't think much of it then, but now it feels off. Paul sat in spots to watch her and asked about her friend group, fixating on whether they were popular girls. I'm ashamed this happened in our home. Regarding Amy, I agree she's a victim too. I've done what I can indirectly to get her help, informing her mother, who updates me. Amy's in denial, believing she and Paul are in love, refusing doctors or therapists. She's tried contacting Paul, who avoids her. She blames me, thinking I took her devices and am controlling. She sees me as the villain and Paul as the hero, dismissing his dating app profiles as my Photoshop fakes. She claims everyone's mad because she found a real man and that I'm jealous she takes better care of him. Her words echo Paul's chats, complaining about what I don't do in bed. She insists they'll be together long term. It's disgusting. I hope she comes to her senses, but I can't intervene directly.